I can't do everything, but I can still do something. Well, my son Griffin, who is 9.5, had his first seizures when he was 14 months old. He was always been a healthy baby, and we still to this day don't know what caused it. He had many tonic-clonic seizures in a row. An ambulance was called, and we spent the next 5 days in the hospital trying to figure out what had gone on with multiple seizures, and it was really hard. Lots of tests and still really no answers, which is one of the things that's so frustrating about epilepsy. He started taking a medicine that has worked really well for him for many, many years. He went almost 5 years without a seizure until about 2 weeks ago. And again, no reason for the breakthrough seizure, but it's been a journey for my family and a journey for him, and it makes him a stronger person, I think. It's shown a lot of character for him and has made us a more knowledgeable family about what epilepsy is and the challenges of those who face epilepsy and their caregivers. Two things. One, I think when your child is first diagnosed with epilepsy, I think first of all it's kind of the stages of grief. You go through kind of shock and anger and you're sad. I mean, you're sad for your child, you're sad for your family. Kind of why me, why us, why him. And I think what I've said before is you kind of live in that place for a while, and it's different for every family. And then you kind of come to a crossroads where you say, okay, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this energy? What am I going to do with this anger? What am I going to do with this frustration? And my advice to families is seek out people who can help you, people who've had that same experience, and the Epilepsy Foundation is a great way to do that. The affiliates help with that, your local organization and the national organization. They're there for support. They can give you people, they can give you people's names. You can be linked up with people who have the same situation as you. I counsel people all the time about what they can do. And then I say, learn as much as you can. It's happened to me before where my son's had a seizure and I thought, oh, if I'd only known this then, if I'd only known that. And you can beat yourself up as a parent forever about that. When you kind of come to the reality that, I'm just going to learn as much as I can. And when I know better, then I can do better. And that's the way you've got to live your life. You're never going to make perfect medical decisions. You have to work with your doctor. But it's your responsibility as a parent to know and to learn and to keep current and to work with them on behalf of your child. A lot of times you don't know what caused it. You never know when it's going to hit you. So you're always kind of waiting for the shoe to drop. And that's a hard part of dealing with epilepsy. And it's a hard part as a caregiver. And I think that you have all this energy, and you've got to decide, what am I going to do with that? Am I just going to you can throw a pity party for yourself if you want to, but that doesn't do yourself any good, it doesn't do your child any good. So at that point, what can you do? Where do you take that energy? Can you focus it in a good direction? And I think my child has taught me that. He's been so strong, and he's talked to other kids, and I just think about how many people he has taught himself about what epilepsy is and how you can have something like epilepsy or diabetes and you can really, a chronic health condition, and you can rise above it and you can live a normal life and you can make accommodations and people can make accommodations for you. And so when you know more, then you can get more involved and take that energy and put it into something. I've put it into the Epilepsy Foundation. We have such little control over epilepsy and what happens in our lives in terms of this condition, but you can take control in a certain way, and if that's helping other people, getting the word out, understanding and teaching people about epilepsy and what it is to have epilepsy and what it is to have a child that has epilepsy. I think for us it's been invaluable to show people that it's such a spectrum. There are children like Griffin who are very well functioning, and then there are children that have much deeper issues, much stronger challenges, and that all of the above, all of the kids deserve a lot of understanding, a lot of whatever accommodations need to be given, and just teaching. Knowledge is power always. So the more you know, the more you understand, the less fear there is, and the less fear there is, the better communication you're going to have between people. The Epilepsy Foundation is a great vehicle for me to help others. We've been very fortunate. Griffin has always been very well controlled until recently, but so that hasn't been an everyday challenge for us, but it's an everyday challenge for a lot of people. And we're very lucky. We can afford to take the medicine. We have a school that works with us. We have a community that's very supportive, but not everybody is as lucky as us in that regard. And so we have to look out for people who don't have those opportunities. And the Epilepsy Foundation is a great vehicle for that. And if you have time, if you have the means, if you have the ability to do more, to get involved, that's what you should do. As I've said before, I think that knowledge is power. And when people are afraid of things they don't understand. And so there's been so much miscommunication, so much misinformation about epilepsy. And we can change that. We have a great opportunity to change that, to raise awareness, to teach people the true challenges about epilepsy and how special people are that have epilepsy, and not to be afraid, and to embrace these people, and to employ the people, and to not be afraid to have children that have epilepsy in your school, and be your child's friend. And that is our great opportunity that we have, and we need to take that opportunity to get out there and to teach people.